Okay, received a question from, excuse me, a drink of water. Alison, still got my post-it note, my phone's dead. So I received a question from Alison in my private Facebook group, Girls Who Lift with Grant. If you'd like to join that group, it's free, by the way. Just search in Facebook groups, Girls Who Lift with Grant, or I'll even leave a link in the comment section on this video. Alison asks, hey Grant, so what is the best way to ensure that I'm progressing in lifting heavier weights when training by myself with no spotter? Do I ask someone? For example, the bench press doesn't have safety bars. Thank you in advance. Okay. So, to answer your question plain and simple, if you need to have a spotter, ask someone, like, how else can I answer it, If the bench press doesn't have safety bars or the squat rack doesn't have safety bars and you need a spotter, ask someone. I generally find that the gym population are quite friendly people. 9 out of 10 people are going to say yes. Yes, I will spot you for that 30 seconds as long as you go about it in a nice way. If you're too shy to ask, hey, that's your business and there's no other advice I can give you on that. But what I would like to ask you is, why are you training that heavy all the time where you need a spotter in the first place? When we talk about strength training, and yes, we associate strength training with training heavy, right? But we're never training that heavy where we always need a spotter. And if you are, then you are training way too heavy. You're putting too much weight on the bar. You should not require a spotter for your exercises. You just shouldn't. Unless you are testing your strength, which you should only really be doing once every sort of 6 months. In fact, this month in our case study program, we actually just did our testing. We don't do 1 rep testing, we just do 5 just to keep it a little bit safer for the girls. But again, we only test our strength once every 6 months in my case study program. By the way, if you'd like to join my case study program and learn more details about it, just send me a private message with the words case study and I'll send you all the details. So, like I was saying, is that you shouldn't be testing your strength that often. You shouldn't require a spotter that often, maybe once every 6 months. Look at some of the strongest people on Instagram that upload their training videos, whether they are a guy or a girl, and you'll notice that very rarely do they have a spotter. The only time they probably do have a spotter is when they are actually testing their strength, which once again, they probably only do it once every sort of 6 months, or if obviously they're in a powerlifting comp. So if you're training to failure, which is different to strength training, that's more of a muscle building method or stimulus or system. If you're training to failure, like, for 8 reps or 12 reps, and you're doing bench press, okay, yeah, you probably will need a spotter. But again, that's not strength training, that's muscle building. They're 2 different stimuluses. So I'm assuming that because you've written strength training, you're not talking about building muscle right now. So let's put the muscle building train to failure thing to the side. Let's just talk about strength training. You should never be training 100% to your maximum potential with strength training. You should be only anywhere between, say, 70 to 85, maybe 90% of your 1 rep max on any given strength training program phase. And because you're between your 70 to, say, 90, 85%, you shouldn't need a spotter because you should always have a few reps in the bank still. Meaning if you're going for, if you're doing a 5 rep for 1 set, you should still be able to maybe get a couple more in the bank, or at least 1 more in the bank. So you should be able to rack that bar quite safely. So again, I want to just ask you, you're probably just training way too heavy. And because you're training way too heavy, that's why you think you need a spotter. But the reality is that strength training is not training 100% to your maximum potential every single session. You don't get stronger that way. How you get stronger is by practicing the skill. Practicing the skill and training somewhere between 70 to 85, maybe sometimes 90% of your 1 rep max. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Like I said, if you'd like to join my case study program, where I provide all the programming for you each and every month so you can walk in the gym with a sense of purpose, structure, and without winging it, then just send me a private message with the words case study and I'll send you all the details. And again, if you want to join my free private Facebook group, Girls Lift with Grant, just search on Facebook groups, Girls Lift with Grant, or just click the link in the comment section on this video and request to join the group. Apart from that, thank you for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.